recording. I don't know what's going on. But why is it not? Why does it not have my face? Like the video. Is it behind? Oh, you're right. Okay. Although, is it already recording?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Andrea Lussier. I'm going diamond this month. I joined about 3 months ago, and I'm directly under Courtney.
I'm Caitlin Hunter. I joined only 2 months ago, and I am under Andrea, and I am charting for Emerald this month.
So we're super excited. We're going to kind of walk you guys through a couple things. We collected questions from some of the new distributors and what they were wondering and what they kind of wanted to know more about. So we're hoping this is super helpful. We've done a couple Zooms prior to this. So if you weren't in the business at that time, we are going to be posting them to YouTube. I've been just having them saved in my computer. If you need any of the old Zooms, if you just text me, I'm happy to email them to you. But two, after this, we are going to work on getting them all uploaded to YouTube so that you guys are all able to access them super easily. So that's how to access this one and old ones. We're going to jump into signing distributors. So the biggest thing is, one, majority of you guys have been working on enrolling customers, and that's super important, and that's a huge part of this business. But once you kind of get to your first, you earn your $100 shopping spree and you've gotten your first 4 customers, you start working towards Ruby, and that promotion requires 3 distributors under you. And so when enrolling distributors, that's enrolling 3 people to do your job, do exactly what we do every single day. So kind of after those first 4, it becomes that you try to do both. And so what we do as distributors is we post every single day on social media. So you're now posting for customers and for distributors. I have sent out a couple group chats of stuff, so you guys have posts for both customers and for distributors. If you need anything else, feel free to text both of us. Anything that you see us post, I'll also type in the chat bar a couple people that are at the top of the business that have really good stories. We all share, so absolutely screenshot stuff and post it again.
Make sure when you're screenshotting, you hold it down so their name pops out. Because, like, people don't, like, we know we share, but, like, we don't need other people to know. Like, hold down the picture so their name pops out and then screenshot.
Right. Yep. And then I'll also share with you guys and put it in the chat bar a couple of the apps that I use to create stories as well that are super awesome that you guys can download, and that they are all free actually. But okay, so kind of jumping into the signing distributors, because that's kind of the biggest challenge people have. They feel like they can enroll customers all day long, but when it comes to getting distributors, they're like, I can't do it. So just right off the bat, Courtney Bohr and I both, we posted every single day for customers, and I didn't enroll our first distributor until 4 weeks into the business. It took me posting every single day on my story or my feed every single day for 4 weeks straight until I finally signed my first distributor. And then after that, I swear my phone was like blowing up. But it takes consistency. This entire business is based on consistency and doing it every single day and posting. If you post something every 3 days, it's not going to be that convincing. If they see it every single day. I followed Courtney for a year until I finally budged.
I followed Courtney for like 5 years, by the way. Literally 5 years. Like, it's embarrassing. I'll share sometime like a screenshot of her commenting on my picture from like 4 years ago. So.
Yeah. So seriously, the key is consistency. So definitely every single day, post that stuff that I shared with you guys. But no, it takes time and consistency. So the amount of messages I have gotten from people who they're like, this business isn't for me. I posted for a week and I didn't get any distributors. Well, that's because you just posted for a week. That was it. This business takes time. And I mean, we'll kind of go back. I guess we didn't really tell our stories, but to tell, I mean, your story in this business, like, yeah, once you go double diamond, that's a full-time income. Yeah. That's $6,000 a month. And that's my next promotion after this month. And I've been in the business for 3 months. And so granted, not everybody does it in 4 months, 3 months. Not everybody does it in a year. But think about what you're working at your current job if you have one. Like, we were both teachers. That's $6,000. I mean, that's double what our teaching salaries would be. So for me to do that in whatever it is, 6 months to a year, I mean, it is worth it. We're not enrolling 10 distributors every single day, but it takes that consistency and time. And then oh, she's so cute, Sada. And then we'll get there. Like, you know,
it takes time to trust people to trust you. Like, if you're in it for a week, if you're in it for even a month, it's horrible. People want to see you fail. Like, they're waiting to see if you stop. They're waiting to see if you stop working, but they're also waiting to see you succeed. Like, if you're posting pictures of like, this is what this has done for me, this is what the business has done for me, this is what the products have done for me, they're waiting for that too. You have to prove them wrong. It sounds bad, like you have to prove people wrong. So they're going to wait for you to fail, and they're going to wait for you to fail, or they're going to wait for you to succeed.
Yeah, I've had so many people, like, within the last couple of weeks message me and be like, oh my gosh, your business looks like it's doing amazing. Like, I'm so impressed. They were expecting me to fail. Right. They judged me when I first started, and then here we are. So just know, like, you're going to hit halts. You're going to hit times where you're not enrolling anything. But that's part of it. You can't expect to make a full-time income. I mean, people work full-time jobs and they get a 50-cent increase every year. Right. Like, and we're trying to do a whole full-time income. Like, it takes time. And so that's the number one thing. Like, quitting, that is not an option. Like, take that off the table. You are not quitting. It takes time. Have the mindset. And you will go far. But just with those distributors, I find that that's like kind of the number one thing that gets people down. Post every single day. I tell people twice a day on your story for products and for customers, and once a day at least for enrolling distributors. And then you mix in personal stuff along the way that we'll talk about. But just staying consistent with your distributors. And then also, Caitlin and I were talking earlier today about these people who are quitting. They're giving up because they didn't enroll something, you know, in the last 72 hours. Well, that's so silly. Like, you just joined. It's going to take time. However, don't get down about people quitting. People are going to quit under you. It's all part of it, and finding the ones who want it. But we message every single day for customers. For distributors, I personally suggest not messaging. You want people who will work for it. So, you know, Caitlin saw me succeed or saw how the business was going. She's watched Courtney's story. Then she joined. I didn't message her and say, hey, join this business.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of people message me, and I've even messaged Andrea about this. Like, how do I get people to sign up? How do I convince them to sign up? Like, you don't want those people. You want people who are going to work their butt off, and people who want this. Like, if you have to convince someone to join, that's not who you want, because they're going to sit there a dead weight. They're going to be dead weight. They're not going to work, and you're going to have to do extra to pick them up. You know, like, we want people who are like you guys. We want people who are hardworking. We want people who are going to do this every single day. So definitely put on, like, that's how I do it. Like, the votes on Instagram and the swipes, put up, join me. Like, you need to make a call to action for them. Like, they need to make the first step. You do the post, they need to do the first step, and that's how you know they're interested.
Yeah. Customers, I go to them. Right. Every single day, message however many 100, 150 people a day. But for distributors, they come to me. I let them reach out and message me. And I promise you guys, if you're consistent in doing it every single day, you think they won't come, but I swear to you, they will come. If you just follow in your leader's footsteps and do what you're told, and do, you know, the 6 things that we talk about every single day or whatnot, they will come. But you can't give up, and you have to stay consistent and keep your mind in a good place, because when your mind's in a good place, your business is in a good place. So I guess that's kind of what we have to say for distributors. Do you want to go back kind of with our stories too for you?
Yeah. So Andrea and I, we both went to Grand Valley in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and that's how we met. We did education classes together. We graduated just last year, and then we both got a job in Bellevue, Michigan. We were both kindergarten teachers. So that was awesome. It was really cool to have someone, you know, like, everyone was older. Like, it was cool to have someone young work with me. So we were both kindergarten teachers. And I was not too hot at it. I was stressed all the time. And you're shaking it. Oh, sorry. I was stressed all the time. I was anxious. And just, I got depressed. Like, it wasn't, like, I figured out quickly, like, I get that it's hard to do this, but I wasn't sure if this was for me. Like, I was coming home crying every single day, and I'm like, I know there's more to this, you know? It's just all these, like, different problems and issues. And then in the middle of the year, right before Christmas break, my principal came up to me and said, hey, we're moving you to 6th grade. And I'm like, what? Like, literally twice her size and age. And I'm like, okay, sure. I did that, and I'm like, okay, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. And then it was a few weeks in, I'm like, this is better. It's not that bad. And then it just still wasn't working for me. I was anxious, and I was coming home crying every day, crying to my boyfriend. Just how stressed I was. I was put in this bubble. I couldn't do this, that, and the other. I couldn't talk about things I wanted to. I had to follow this strict guidelines. And I'm like, that's never been me. Like, I've always been like a free soul. I do what I want. Like, I do what I want, like what I'm passionate about. So I stopped taking care of myself. I've always been passionate about health and wellness and fitness, working out, eating healthy, taking care of myself. And I stopped doing that. And that's when you know this is a red flag. If something's happening in your life and you're stop doing what you're passionate about, what you love, red flag. So I was just trying to get through every single day. I felt bad. I've been telling my boyfriend, I'm like, thank you for being there with me. I cried every single day. And then Andrea came up to me one day and she was like, hey, I started this business with It Works, and I've been watching her stories. Like, I would like stay up and like I'd watch her stories. They're so cute and fun, literally. I didn't tell you this. So I was creeping on you. And she's like, do you want to join me? I was like, I'm not sure. She's like, well, you can make this much money. You only need to be on social media and message people. And I love talking to people. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, all the time. I'm like, sure. So I quickly got into that, and I loved it. Like, I was going home from work, like anytime during breaks, I was posting pictures. I was messaging people. Like, I looked forward more to do this job than teaching. Like, I'd go home and I'd do this for hours, and I loved it. And I loved it so much more than my job. And I'm just like, I just want to do this full time. But like, I know I was still in the middle of the year, and I'm like, I can do this. Like, I can finish. So I was just quickly realized that teaching isn't for me, and that's fine. It's not that I couldn't do it. It wasn't for me. I wasn't taking care of myself while I was doing it. And that's not worth my health or happiness. Nothing is. So towards the end, I'm like, you know what? I made the decision. I'm like, I'm not going back to teaching. That's not what I want to do. And then they kept talking about making cuts. And I'm like, it's me. Like, I'm the bottom of the totem pole. Like, it's me. And about 2 weeks before school ended, my principal came up to me and was like, hey, bad news, you're getting laid off. And I'm like, I freaked out, and I went home, but I was like, it's honestly like an answer from God. Like, this is what I'd rather have it be me than someone who really wanted it. So I'm like, okay. So I finished with the last few weeks, and now like, this is my full-time job. Like, the thing is, you have to take quitting off the table. Like, if you watch any other Zooms, like if you have a plan B, you are failing yourself, because you say, okay, well, I'll try this. And then you'll be like, if it doesn't work, I'll do this. Like, you can't have that. You have to take quitting off the table. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, this scares the crap out of me, like going from a full-time monthly income, like set income from teaching to this, like, it's scary, but like, if you've ever heard the quote, like, if your dreams aren't scaring the crap out of you, you're not dreaming big enough, like, you're not. So I'm making a good amount of my teacher's salary. Andrea's almost making her full salary. And like, we've been in it for a few months. Like, I love this. I love this business. I love coaching. I love coaching you guys. I love giving people that joy and giving people that the opportunity to better themselves and to better, and it's just, I couldn't be more grateful for this. So yeah, it's scary. It scares the bejesus out of me, but that's what dreams should do. You shouldn't be comfortable. You shouldn't be fine with the way you're living, So that's my story. I know I'm a lot, but if you guys know me, I am. But anyway, so Andrea's, so this is our full-time job this summer. So yeah, our plan is like, we're going diamond, we're going double diamond, we're gonna hit that. Like, we're gonna surpass our teacher salary, because one of the starters, Mike Pentecost, Mark
Pentecost, Mike Patillo. Yeah.
He was from Michigan, and he was a teacher. He went to Grand Valley, and he was a high school teacher. And then he stopped and joined this and made this company, and he's now making more than you'd ever be able to make as a teacher. Mm-hmm. Like, we could be teachers.
Tammy Pentecost too was a teacher.
Yeah, we could be in this business for 100 years. You can be a teacher for 100 years. You still won't make this. You still can't make the amount that we can make.
And I think that's just the important thing, is to have your goals in front of you, have your goals in front of you at all times, and know that you can reach it. You're going to hit halts, but quitting's not an option. And it can be done. There's millions and millions of people in this world that, and you can always grow your business, and knowing what you have your hands on is so important too. I mean, we would have never, our business, our company name would have never made it this far if our products didn't work. They work. And I mean, both of us can tell you firsthand the results that we've had. I mean, I was a customer for 6 months before I joined the business, and I had my own personal results. I fell in love with the products, and then I was like, okay, yep, I'll join, because I want people to experience, you know, I want to help people get the results that I had personally from using the products. And so, yeah, we sell, but we have our auto ship set up because we truly love the products. And it's work this. I'll keep this short because I know I tell this on every Zoom, but work it into your everyday life. It becomes second nature. I literally, minus of course now we're on summer break, but when I was working full time, I walked out to my kitchen, I recorded me, and I know Caitlin, same thing, as we made our keto coffee and our greens and taken our TFX in the morning or whatever it was, you know, whatever the products that we were using. I know she was the hair, skin, and nails. We recorded it, and I mean that it takes an extra minute of your morning to set your phone up and then make it as you usually would and record it. And then we post it onto our story. And to post something on your story that's saved in your camera roll, you guys, it literally takes 10 seconds. Like when people tell me I don't have time for this business, I'm so busy with my kids or my job. Like, I know we all live busy lives, but like you can make time for this. And like, I always say busy people are the best for this business, I think, because we naturally, busy people make times for the things that they want. And I told this in the last Zoom too, like I get up at 5:45, I go to work, I stay after till 5, and then I go to the gym seriously for 2 hours. I go from 5:30 to 7:30. I get home at 8 o'clock. I'm up and moving and gone from my apartment from 5:45 till 8 o'clock, and I still went almost diamond in 4 months. Like if I can do it, anyone can do it. Like,
and you think about how much time you spend watching Netflix, watching Hulu, sitting your butt on the couch. Even like if your kids are napping, and when they go to bed, like you're sending messages, like you have that preset message, you are sending them. I mean, obviously put their name in it. Don't, hey girl, we talked about that. Like put their name in it, make it personal. But like doing that, like how quickly an hour goes by doing nothing.
Yes.
Like it goes by so quick. You can use that time, or you can make an excuse about it.
Seriously. I mean, I would literally take my kids to gym class or art class, and I pull out my phone. The stuff that you're posting on your story, you guys, it's all saved. You literally click it. It takes 5 seconds to post 3 things and then put my phone away until lunch. Like, it is so easy. It's, you know, when you're at the grocery store, take a quick picture. Oh, thankful for my business that's picking up my tab for groceries or for nails or for whatever, gas, whatever it is. Make it relatable. But you guys, this works into your everyday life. You don't have to like chunk out 2 hours a day. Like that's not,
like,
you don't need to do
small
that.
increments. Like I work, like I can't sit down for an hour. You know, like I'll work in like 10, 15-minute increments throughout my day, and I'll get everything done.
Yep. So it is so doable. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I sit and I do it for 10 minutes on my phone before I get out of bed. Same before I go to bed. So that's a quick version of that because I know we've talked about it. Another thing that someone had said they wanted to talk about was kind of commissions and points, and then a walkthrough of how to do charts. So that just kind of goes back to having your goals in front of you. Charts. They print them out in your document library. Almost all of you are getting ready to go Ruby or higher. Some of you are already going Emerald. But once you get your 4 customers and you've earned your $100 shopping spree, we are going to have you print off your Ruby chart. It looks like this. Text any of us on how to do it, but you basically go into your document library, type in Ruby chart into the search bar, and you can print it out. Same for Emerald and Diamond. But you need to have this in front of you, whether it's blank or completely filled out. It needs to be in front of you. It motivates you. You see it every day, and you know your goals. If my camera was
currently right in front of me. Good job!
Yay! That's important to have.
Sadaf says, if my camera is working, I'd show you guys my charts because they're currently right in front of me. That's awesome. I have mine in my fridge, so I see it all the time.
Yes. And so we'll go through kind of how to run the charts, but quick commissions and points. So commissions, we get asked this a lot, like, oh, how much did I make for that sale that I made on keto coffee and greens? And there is a formula at the end of the day that we don't even know exactly how it is. It is more, your commissions are based on your rank. So when you first join in your distributor, that first paycheck, it's going to be small. That is where we lose people. That goes back to that giving up. Do not give up. You don't make a full-time income in 3 weeks. So your second one, or however long it takes you to go Ruby, as soon as you hit that first promotion of Ruby, you're averaging $500 a month. After that, your next promotion is Emerald, averaging 1,000, Diamond's 2,000, Double Diamond is 6,000. So really, there isn't an exact formula of, oh, I made this much based on this formula. It really goes into how many points you have total at the end of the month, because paychecks are monthly. and based on your rank. So if you are only a distributor and you first joined, your paycheck or how much you make off an order is going to be a lot smaller than Caitlin's, who is Emerald. So it really, your commissions are based on your rank.
Can we talk about the numbers?
Yep.
Too. We've had a lot of people talk about the numbers. Okay, so when we do our numbers, we start with 400. So PV, that means personal volume. So that means like what you make. GV is group volume. That's what everyone makes. So I'll scooch up here. So if you can see, like we start everyone at 400.
Here, hang on. Keto coffee, like every product that you buy has points. So keto coffee, a thing of that is 30. One thing for new people, a month, everything is a monthly supply,
right,
except keto coffee and collagen. Those two things, those are 15-day supplies. So a half order is one thing of keto coffee, a 15-day supply. If they want a full month for maximum results, I always tell people start high. If they want it, it's $78. If they want to do a half order, they can for $39. But besides that, an order of keto coffee is 30, TFX is 30, Cleanse is 36, but every product has a certain number of points. To be a qualified leg, you need 400 points. Okay? You need 400 points. Each person needs 400. Okay.
So each person needs 400. So when you're doing your chart, you go 400. Like I got confused on this. You go down. So like, let's see. So we 400. So 340. So if you make a 60, like
Can
60
you guys see this chart?
PV.
So we just put A, B, C. You fill these with names, but person A, person B, person C.
Right. So if you get a 60 PV order, then under your name, you're going to put 340. And your goal of this is you want to get down to 0. Once you're at 0, that means you're qualified. Like you can go up from there. Unless you're qualified, you can't go Ruby. You can't go up unless you're qualified.
Yep. So all of your yep. So just an example. So let's say this is Caitlin here, and this is her Ruby chart. Let's just pretend. So her person A, okay, it has 400 because they haven't received any orders. Their new person A just signed up. Okay, person A texts Caitlin, hey, I just got an order in for TFX and Cleanse. Okay, TFX is 30, Cleanse is 36. That's 66 points that they just got. Take 66 away from 40 or from 400, and you write that there. You want to get all these numbers down to 0 to then promote. Okay?
That makes sense.
So hopefully that makes sense. Message us with any questions, but that is what it is. A, B, C, you enroll 3 distributors, then they each need to get 400. So for example, we have 400 under person A, B. Person C is at 340. So that means that they have gotten 60 points worth of product. So that could be TFX and coffee or whatever. A full supply of coffee because each is 30. But that was just my example is that person has 60 in, so now they're down to 340. You're trying to get them all to 0. And then any orders that you get in, once you're commission qualified, to be commission qualified, you only need 150. Almost everybody is commission qualified before we send them to Ruby, unless, somebody has stopped ordering after that 90 days. But then any orders that you get in, you message us and we can help you explain how to move it. But like anything we get, if I get in an order for 90 BV, well then, okay, I could move that under person C or person B or A or whoever needs it to help you promote faster. You keeping it, that's not going to help you promote.
Right.
You want to move it under these people because you get paid for everything under you. So you're still getting paid for that order.
So once you get an order, message us. Let us know. So we can be like, okay, because we can show you how to move it. If this is you, we can show you. And let's say everyone, all right, we have 0, 0, 90. You're fine. You're commission qualified. You don't need those points. We can show you how to move it under them so you can rank up. The one thing I love about this business, you can't succeed without helping others. You can't succeed without lifting people up. It's like, it's not a selfish business.
Yep.
But like, you need to don't just keep orders and say, that's all for me, because you can't rank up unless you help the people who are in your team.
Yep. And then going off of that too, you control your business. This has been a big thing the last 48 hours. People keep coming, like the amount of people I get that come to me and they're like, well, what do I do if so-and-so isn't working under me? Okay, you control your business. You cannot rely on other people. If you rely on other people, you're not going to get anywhere because people go through things. People don't see it how you do. People don't have the goals like we do, and they drop off. And I mean, that goes back to, I've had people quit. It happens. You want the people that are willing to work anyway. So if somebody quits, yes, it sucks. It does. but at the end of the day, you don't want to invest in them anyways.
Right.
But you control your business. Worst case, let's say person A, B, and C aren't working. Okay, then get working, and you can fill all these volumes by yourself and promote yourself to Ruby. Mm-hmm. You control your business. Yes, it is your job as a leader to be checking in with those people, making sure that they're working and that you're there if they need any help, but you cannot make somebody work. You can't. It sucks, but it's the truth. And those are not the people to invest your time in. I mean, if they're going to sit there and not respond to my texts and not respond to me wanting to help them or move an order under them, then there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. Go help the people that are working. And I mean, you guys, we see who's working. It is very clear. We see your stories. We see you checking in with us. And so, I mean, you control your business. Don't rely on anybody else. And we were talking about this earlier. Rely on yourself. And then when those people under you get orders, it's a great surprise and it's a bonus.
Right. That's what you want to focus on. It's a bonus. It's extra. But you can't rely on, okay, this person's going to get this, that, and the other. You can't rely on that. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, trust your team. Yes, love them. Yes, care for them. But you need to be self-reliant that you're going to do your job, and then everyone else is just going to help you get there.
Yep. So let's pretend they're all qualified legs, but pretend this is the only, person A needs 400 more. You need 400 more. Not person A, you. You need 400 more points. And if person A pulls through and gets you some of them, that's a huge bonus, but you need 400 more. Don't bank on that. Don't let someone else control your rank up. Yeah, your success, your promotion. That is not the way to do it. Mm-hmm. You can do this. Have faith in yourself. Keep your mind in a positive place like we talked about, and you will succeed. Mm-hmm. Walk through how to do charts. Do you want to go over the sharing company name?
Yeah, so sharing company name. I've heard a lot of people ask, like, can I put it, like, why can't I say it? Why can't I say it works in my story? Why can't I post about it? Listen, so the deal is that a lot of people have predetermined views on the company name, whether that be It Works, whether that be this company, this, that, and the other. Think of a name of a company. You have a good or a bad experience with it, right? We're not the only people who do this. Thousands of people do this around the world. And you've probably even seen someone who's really annoying with their posting. They're in your face, they're annoying, they're bad posts. So if you see, it works, you're going to get a bad taste in your mouth for that. So you want people to buy your business because of what you're doing. Not the name. You're not buying the name. You're buying their experience. You're investing in your team. So literally, whenever you're talking about it, you can say my business, say my health and wellness company, say this, that, and the other. Okay. So, but it's not like a secret what you're working for, but you want to tell people who are interested. So if you're sending out a post, are you interested? To be like, sure, what company you work for? You can, like, on private message, you can say, I work for It Works. It's a global health and wellness company. Mm-hmm. You can say that. Absolutely. You want people to trust you, but it's nothing that you need to yell out.
Yep.
Just say health and wellness company. If people are interested, they'll come to you.
Yeah. And I mean, it really comes down to, these products do work. We have our hands on something so special, but people, like she said, they have skewed views. And I can guarantee you guys, the people who have skewed views are people who joined this business through someone who wasn't a leader, who wasn't there for them checking in. Right. We have all joined a very successful team, of very hardworking people, and we're very lucky. Mm-hmm. But not everybody is that fortunate. Not everybody joins under somebody who is this leader who checks in with them all the time, or is a leader who holds even Zooms at all.
Right. I heard the name It Works, and I had that bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
But I would see Andrea's stories, and I'd see what it's doing for her, and I saw her cute, fun, creative posts, and I was like, okay, this can't be that bad. I work for this now. I'm a leader in this business now, and I was annoyed by the name.
Yeah.
And like, if we are annoyed by the name, who else do you think is? All
right, we only have 10 minutes.
Okay.
But really fast, family story or personal story. I had a family friend who was joining at the exact same time as me. She joined probably it was almost 2, maybe even just 1 day before. And I was planning on joining through Courtney Bohr. And she had said, well, why don't you join through me? And, as a family friend, I have a hard time saying no. And I was like, okay, what do I do? And I debated and went back and forth. And I was like, I'd watched the success of Courtney and her team. And that's, I had already given her my word that I was going to order or join through her. So I did. I had been ordering products for 6 months prior to joining through Courtney. So that's what I did. However, my family friend now, she was like, you know, I haven't made it that far because my, you know, I don't even know my leader. I don't talk to them much.
Right.
And, you know, she's lost. She feels lost because she didn't join a team where she has a leader and all of that. So that is really where kind of the viewpoints or the way people, the perspective that people have or whatever on our business gets kind of skewed. So I think, yeah, just really promoting it's your own business. If they ask, that's fine. It's no secret. But I try not to just like make it, you know, broadcast it to an extreme, the name of the business. And then we're also going to talk about being personal.
Okay, so a lot of you guys you're killing it with the posts, but people, again, how many people work this business? Hundreds of thousands of people work this business. Anyone can see a picture. They want to know about you. People need to trust you. People need to know that you're a real person. If you're only posting pictures, fine. Anyone can do that. We all share pictures. But when people are following you, they're following your life. They're following your journey. Add in what's happening in your life. And you might think, well, my life isn't that special. Anything different than your own life is cool to other people.
Yep.
Like anything different than your own life is cool to people. Share what you're doing. Share in the morning. I post pictures of my cat all the time. I did makeup on my nose this morning. Like add in your life, like throughout, like I'm bad at eyeliner, sorry. Like add in, don't just do product pictures. Anyone can do that. People want to know you. People want to trust you, and building that connection, building that relationship is posting pictures of yourself, your family, your hobbies, besides the business. When people see that it's all of it, it's the business and it's your life and it's your friends, boyfriend, this, that, the other. They see that you're a well-rounded person. They see that they can trust you. No one's going to trust a computer or someone that only has business pictures. They don't know you. They don't know if you made that. They don't know about your life. Who would you rather trust? Someone that you know that you feel a connection with because you know their life? Or someone who just posts pictures that aren't of them or aren't of their kitchen? Because I've had that before. My friend told me I was only posting pictures of, I'll go quick, only posting pictures of the business. And my best friend, I asked her, because I felt like I was getting annoying. And my best friend, I was like, how am I doing? She's like, I love you. I know that's not your kitchen. You live in a little apartment that looks like it's from the 70s, because it is. She goes, I know it's not your kitchen. I know it's not your countertop, marble countertop. Make it your own. People know it's not your life that you're reposting. Take the idea, screenshot it, make it your own. If they put what each product does, do it yourself. Save it, use it, but make it your own. And then I started to add more personal things. I started to take pictures of myself using the products. I started to do videos of myself reviewing the products.
She is crazy good, you guys, about like her lives or like recording herself talking. Like watch her stuff. She's great at making it personal. It's a very good example.
That's how people are going to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
That's how people are going to trust you. Like I saw, and like I was messaging someone and they say, I see your pictures, because whenever I post, I ask them about it. I send them my personal progress pictures. She goes, I know this is real because I see your progress.
They trust you. Your followers
they trust you. When they see you using it, when they see your progress, when they see all it's doing for you, they'll trust you. Yes, you can say, my friend Sally did this. Great. They want to know your experience. You're selling it. They want to know your experience, not your friend Sally's. Yep. So get personal. People love you, trust you, you know?
Yep. So definitely, yes, life posts, all of that. Your story should be full every day. Since I joined, I've literally never not had an Instagram or Facebook story. So always, always, always you should be posting. If you ever need anything else, go through those people. I shared in the chat box a couple of people to go look at. But also Caitlin's in mine. Screenshot anything. Yeah. I also put in the chat box apps that you can use to make stuff as well. I mean, we make them all the time for our own personal result pictures. So those are apps to use. They're all free. The last thing was just kind of any advice. My personal biggest consistency. It has to be every day. I literally can't stress it enough. It has to be every day. And when you feel like when you're going for a big promotion, which we're to the point where almost the majority of you are, which is super exciting. The devil is going to do everything to get in your way and to stop you. He's going to have people quit on you. He's going to make, those people after 90 days want to end their auto ships. He's going to do everything. Push, push, push. And I always tell people too, when I'm going for a promotion, I double my work. So for example, like I aim to message 100 people a day, 150 people a day. So double it. Aim for 200, 250, 300. Double your work when you're going for promotion. Make it happen.
Like if you want something you've never had, you need to do something you've never done.
Yes.
You can't just do the same thing and expect the same results. If you want more, you need to do more. You need to make time for that too.
And that's the biggest thing. If this was easy, everybody would do it. Everybody would quit their full-time jobs and do this, and we would have no teachers and we would have no people doing anything, and because everyone would be doing this. You have to want it, but if you want it, you can do it. You've watched so many people do it with so many different stories, so many people who live crazy busy lives, have so much going on. You can do it. You just have to have that mindset to stick with it, because that's the truth. If it was that easy and it was given to you at the snap of a finger, everybody would do it.
Right. Like you'll be successful if you put in work. It's not a free gig. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not. It's a get rich for your work thing. Right. Right. You put in the work. You get paid for the amount of work you do. If you're busting your butt, if you're killing it, if you're doing your job, you're going to get paid for that. Yep. If you're doing diddly squat, you're making diddly squat. Like
what you put in is what you get out. Okay. Really? That's what I'll leave with that. And make sure you're messaging people daily and following up. So when someone, I don't have money, I get paid next week and I'll order. Okay, write their name down and the day that you need to check in with them so that you don't miss it, or set a reminder in your phone, whatever works for you. But so much of this business is in the follow-up.
Right. It says it takes like 6 to 8 times of following up to get someone. So if someone says no, ask them, when would be a good time to check in with you next? And listen to them. Some people say next month. Some people say 2 months. Some people say 2 weeks. Write it down. Yeah, I know Sadaf's on right now. I'm pretty sure she texted me like yesterday saying it was like her 7th follow-up with somebody until they finally budged. So many people, they literally will ghost you, not answer your next 3 messages, and then finally they budge. So stick with it. That goes back to the consistency thing. She was consistent, and then that until
happened.
They say no, keep following up.
Yep, and if you don't ask, the answer's always no. Worst case, you message somebody, they say no.
They block you. Tough.
Yep. And then last thing, advice, professional development.
Oh, yeah. So you need to be growing your mindset daily. Listen, I love Zooms. Anytime I'm cleaning my house, doing whatever, I'm watching Zooms. I'm watching Courtney Bohr. I'm watching Shelby Eichhoff on Zoom. I'm watching them. But you need to be looking up professional development. You need to be listening to audiobooks. You need to be reading your Bible. You need whatever is helping you grow your mindset. Like you need to be doing that every single day, or else you're not going to be successful. You need to know that you can do this. You need to be growing yourself into the type of person that is going to be motivated. It's going to be driven, and you're not going to do that by yourself.
Yes. So, we can
every single day.
Yep. And this is about to cut because it's a time limit on the Zoom. But we can post to some good professional developments to do in the group chats. But we're about to get cut. So thank you for joining. We're going to post onto YouTube too, so we'll send the links. If you have any questions at all, message us. We're so excited, but June's going to be a huge month for us, so can't wait.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.